What's up, YouTube? Your host, Keith Murphy, here to talk about what everybody's talking about in Niner Nation, Niner Land. The big trade we made about 2 weeks ago to get Mac Jones. No way. I mean, to get the number 3 pick from Miami. You got Adam Schefter, pretty much everybody on mainstream ESPN saying that we're going to draft Mac Jones. There is no way on God's green earth we gave up all that draft capital to get the most unathletic quarterback to be drafted that high in years. We were not pick Mac Jones. I'm going to go and give my take on that right now. There's no way that we pick Mac Jones. I personally want Justin Fields. Check my avatar on this YouTube channel. You'll see I have him cosplayed in a Niner uniform. So that's where I think we're hedging our bets. We now have news that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are going up to Ohio State for Fields' second pro day. I only think that means they want to get a better look at the quarterback that they're going to choose, hopefully. I think he'd be the best fit for our offense in Ninerland. I think he would unlock a dimension of Kyle Shanahan's offense that we haven't seen, even to a better level than RG3, because I think Justin Fields is, although not the athlete that RG3 was, he's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and he has a little bit better pocket presence, or he's more of a seasoned quarterback because he's been doing this for so long. Mac Jones is a guy that if we would have stayed at 12, I have no problems with picking him at 12 if he fell that far or whatever. But to give up that much draft capital for somebody that's not that athletic, I think that would be a huge mistake. You listen to Tim Hasselbeck and other people talk. The top of the first round, should have put my seatbelt on. The top of the first round is made for top flight athletes, guys who are freaks, guys who when they walk in the room, you can see why they're a pro athlete and why they're built differently. That's not Mac Jones. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I don't think they're doing a smokescreen. I just don't think anybody knows who they're going to pick. And because Shanahan has had Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins, Matt Schaub, these type of quarterbacks, they think, oh, that's what he likes. But we don't know what he likes. He's never had the choice. Even RG3 wasn't his choice. It was somebody that pushed, that Dan Snyder made them draft up in Washington. So, that being said, like I said, my order for that would be I want Fields. If we don't get Fields, I'd go after Trey Lance. And if we don't go after Trey Lance, then I would go to Mac Jones. But I've kind of given you my reasons why I X out Mac Jones from even being in consideration. Now I'll give you why Trey Lance can't be the pick. I think physically he has the same attributes that Fields has as far as what he's bringing to the offense. But I think when you move up in a draft like this to pick a quarterback, it has to be somebody that is a more ready-to-go product. In my opinion, Trey Lance has only had 1 year, and he didn't even have any film this year. He played in 1 game. I think it would be tough for Shanahan to base his whole coaching or his whole San Francisco football career on the back of a guy that with so little experience. And he's only been a quarterback like 2 years. He was a linebacker throughout high school, I believe. So that's another big thing. And so that's when I narrow it down to Fields and Zach Wilson. Because here's a kicker that I think that not that many people are talking about. I still think Justin Fields has a chance to be drafted by the New York Jets. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think it's a good probability. I think it's a decent probability that could be something that could occur, and then Zach Wilson would fall to us. But I do think the choice is already down to Zach Wilson and Justin Fields. But give me your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe this video, please. And I'm going to come back with more content, sports-based. But leading up to this draft, I'm going to be doing a lot of Niners and definitely a lot of quarterback talk.